Hey, everybody. Welcome to whatever day this is, Thursday. Upper body day. So all you're going to need for today are some weights. It could be weights. It could be weighted objects. Probably something in the medium weight range. We're going to hold on to pretty much all of class. And the other thing that you might want is a place. You see, I don't have mine set up yet because we're going to use this space for a warm up. But if you have a bench or a low table or something like that, or even a stability ball if you want a little more work, or a BOSU, if you want to go into a bridge or lie down on something that gives your elbows a little room to drop when we're doing pressing, that's an option. So you don't have to have it. You can work from the floor. And if you know that you kind of overdo it on pressing, then I would say for sure don't use it. That use the floor as your guide. So I think that's it. Just some weights and maybe a bench or something like that. That's it. We're going to get going. Okay, so to start with, we're going to kind of do a whole body warm up because we do want to bring our temperature up and bring our heart rate up just a little bit, get the blood pumping. So first, let's just start with some big shoulder rolls. That ball's in my way. Big shoulder rolls. All right, now take a big breath up. Tip over. Reach, 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 reach. Bend your knees, find the floor. Guess where we're going? Walk it out. Inchworm. Come all the way down to the floor. So you can put your knees down, lower yourself down. My head might disappear here. Reach your arms out over your head, swim them back. Swim them back over your head. Put them by your side. Push up. Tuck your toes under, walk your hands back, lift your hips up. Roll up. Good, right here, take a breath in and a breath out. Now some big shoulder rolls going forward. All right, breathe in, lift up. Exhale, fold over, pull your belly button up and in, walk out to your plank. Knees down if you want to, or just lower yourself all the way to the floor. Tight glutes, arms overhead, reach. Drop your shoulder blades back. Now swim back, swim overhead, hands by your side. Knees on the ground or toes, push up, tuck toes under. Now you can keep the knees bent and walk the hands back, or you can pike the hips up and walk back. Bend your knees, come on up, breathe. Exhale, hold on to your right hand and lean over to your left. Breathe in. Exhale, hold on to your left hand, lean over. Let it go. Big breath in. It's like yoga, right? Fold over, pull the belly button in, bend your knees as much as you need to, walk out. Long spine here, find your plank. Knees or toes lower down to the floor. Straighten out those legs, press the hips down, arms overhead. Swim back. Swim arms up. Hands by your side, knees or toes, push up. Keep the knees bent or pike the hips up and walk back. Bend your knees, take a breath, up you go. Hold here, take your right arm overhead, little lean over to the right side. So you're not pulling on your head, you're just dropping that ear down, hand lightly resting. Good, release, left arm up. Lean over to the left. Arms up, both arms up, hands behind the head very lightly, like you're drawing the back of your head forward. You should feel a stretch right down the middle of your back. Good, release. Arms by your side, breathe in. You know where we gotta go. Fold over, walk out. You should be getting warm, I hope. Knees or toes lower to the floor. Pin your hips down, glutes tight, arms overhead. Swim back, swim forward. Hands by your side, knees or toes, push up, On your toes, either lift your hips or keep the knees bent. Roll up, breathe overhead. Good, arms down in front. Cross your fingers and reach away. Ooh, that feels good. Good, arms up, take the hands behind. Clasp your hands, roll your shoulders back. Press the hands towards the ground. Good, one more time, breathe in. Exhale forward, walk it out. Knees or toes lower. Pin the hips, arms reach. Swim the arms back. Swim the arms overhead. Hands by your side, knees or toes, press up. Tuck toes, lift your hips, walk back. Bend those knees, arms up. Fold over right here, bend your knees a lot. Let your chest rest on your thighs, let your head hang. Now we go for the stretch all the way down the spine. You can shake your head, yes or no. Whew, feel that in the middle of my back, nice. All right, bend your knees, roll it up. Circle it out. All right, you're gonna grab your dumbbells and we're gonna go right into that chest press. So if you want to use your bench, feel free, or you can go down to the floor. And you're gonna grab your dumbbells to bring them with you as you lie down on your back. Sorry, there we go. All right. Bottom on the floor or the bench, or you can rest your shoulders on your Bosu or your ball and your hips would be in a bridge. Keep your weights close to you as you lie down. My abs are still sore from Monday. Arms up, shoulder blades down. Your weights are over your chest level, not your neck or your face. Now keep the shoulder blades tucked under, drive the elbows out and down, and press up. Out and down, press up. So think about shoulder control here. Your wrists pretty much stay over the elbows the entire time. Work your way into your range. You should not feel discomfort in your shoulder. It's okay if you feel a little work, but squeeze from the center of your chest for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Roll up, put your weights down. You're coming back to the floor on your belly like we did in the beginning, or you can do this move from your bench. So you're just gonna pin your hips down. My feet are getting pushed here. All right, tuck your chin in. Everybody reach your arms up over your head, squeeze your bottom tight. Let me get out of the way of that table, there we go. All right, pin the hips down. Now you're gonna, got your arms over your head, your thumbs up. You're gonna pull your elbows toward your waist while you slightly lift the chest and reach up. Pull down, press away. If you need to, you can rest down on the floor in the middle or hover a little bit. Keep the shoulder blades down and back. Keep your hips pinned down and keep your belly button pulled up into your body. We've got 4 to go. So 4, 3, your head is reaching far away from your tailbone. 2, and 1. Awesome. Flip, we're gonna just repeat those 2 sets over and over again. A couple more times. I'm gonna get you through this quick today. It's my anniversary and I promised my husband I'd be ready on time, but we know how that goes, right? I'm like, I gotta work out. Roll down. All right, weights over your chest. You can adjust how flat your hands are. If your shoulder bothers you, try angling your hands just a little bit so that it's not quite so much rotation at the shoulder. All right, keep the shoulder blades pinned down, abs tight. Let's go. We've got 12. Down and up. The squeeze starts from the center of your chest. So your chest stays open the whole time. Your collarbones stay open. And because those elbows, those shoulder blades are tucked under, the elbows never raise up to shoulder level. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up, get rid of it. Flip over on your belly. You can feel my hair just going all kinds of crazy. All right, pin everything down. It's interesting if you're hovering on the bench here. All right, I gotta bend my knees because the table's in my way. All right, so shoulder blades back and down, hips pinned down, belly button pulled up and in, arms in a big Y overhead. Now, as you lift your chest a little bit, pull the elbows towards the ribs and extend your arms out long. Now, when you extend, I want you to feel your shoulder blades actually sliding in towards the middle. So think about it. Your shoulder blades are actually moving down to get out of the way so you can extend those arms over your head. Pull, it's slow. Extend. 5, extend. 4, make sure that belly button stays up and in. We're not pushing off of it. We're lifting with our back muscles. 2 to go. 2, and 1. Pull those elbows down, release, and flip over. 1 more set. Grab your weights. And lie down. All right. Shoulder blades set. Abs tight. Here we go. 12. Elbows, chest. So drive the elbows down, squeeze through the center of the chest. Any discomfort, I want you to adjust your range of motion. All right, so if you're feeling a little something, a little pinchy feeling at the bottom of it, just don't go quite so low. Careful not to lock out at the top either. We're just extending the arms, but the shoulders stay back. 2 to go. And last one. Nice. Come on up, weights down. Flip over last time for the Supermans. Not enough space. I gotta figure this out. Okay, hips down. You don't have to bend your knees. I'm only doing that because of where the furniture is. All right, hips down, belly button up and in. Roll the shoulders back, arms overhead. Here we go. Lift the chest a little bit as you pull the elbows towards the ribs and fully extend the arms. Now, if it's getting to be a little too much with the lift, maybe don't do that part. Maybe just do the pull down part. Back of the neck stays long. Your elbows and your hands should be on the same plane. So at the same level. 4 to go. Pull those elbows. Widen down. 3, 2, and 1. All right, time to take a little stretch. So, wherever you are, get the knees down, push the hips back, and just stretch out. All right, we're ready to move on. The next exercise is going to be overhead presses. So if you picked up pretty heavy weights and you need to adjust, feel free. You can also switch to doing 2 hands on 1 weight for the overhead presses if you need to. You can do those standing up, which is the most challenging from a core standpoint because you have to hold everything in. You can do it seated, or you can Oh, you can do alternating. You can do one at a time. Okay? So 2 arms overhead while you're standing up will be the hardest. 2 arms seated would be a little less work for the core. And then alternating arms, either standing or seated, would be another option to take away some of that intensity. So grab your weights, bring them up to shoulder level, lift your chest up so that it's stacked right on top of the ribs. Right on top of the hips, so ribs are right over the hips, right? And we pull our lower abs in. Now, if you have a lower back that tends to bug you, put your kickstand on so you're not tempted to lean back on it, okay? Let's go. Press, pull. Now, you can have your hands facing each other. Some of you like to have your hands facing front, and that doesn't bother you. Make sure it feels okay to your shoulders. Work intentionally. Press. Keep your neck relaxed. Keep your abs pulled in. Shoulder blades going down as the weights go up, just like when we were reaching over our head. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Now you're just going to use one weight. So you have options again here too. Do what feels good to the lower back. So you can stagger your stance, use your free hand on your thigh, the other foot kicks back, and then we just row here. You can do the same thing from a kneeling position, right? Or you can do the same exact thing. Let's say you have a table or something, you do the same thing with support of the table. All right, so let's do it. We got 12 on each side. Find your support wherever you can get it. Square the hips and shoulders and draw that elbow back past the body for 12. Three to go. One more. And then just switch sides. Working quick. All right, shoulders back. Let's go for 12, 11, 10. Body is long. 9, 8, 7. That elbow is passing the body, but staying in close. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, back to the shoulder presses. So remember what I said, you can be standing up, which standing up, moving both arms is going to be the hardest. Seated, doing 2 arms is going to be the next hardest. And then standing with the alternating or seated with the alternating. All right, and the other option, remember, like I said, if 2 weights is too heavy, do 1 weight, like so. All right, I'm going to do the seated option just to show you what that looks like. So if you're on something that's high enough, you can simply just have your feet out in front of you. That would not be comfortable on this low step. So make sure that your belly button is still pulled in. Ribs are stacked right on top of the hips. Let's go. We've got 12. So you don't want your ribs flaring forward. Again, some of you might like the twist, or you might just want to keep your hands flat. Work to what works for your shoulder. Your shoulders. I've got one funny one. Keep your neck relaxed. As it gets hard, I want you to pull that belly button in. Push from your shoulders. 2 to go. Last one. Whew. 1 weight. Stand up, kneel down, or use a table or some other piece of furniture for support. Find your support, square off, and let's pull for 12. 5 to go. Stay strong, big pull. 3, 2, and 1, switch. Just like being at the gym. What? All right, shoulders back, let's go, pull. So your elbow is in close to the body, but your elbow is passing the body. So we're not going out here, right? Hand is staying just right underneath the elbow. It's just hanging. 6, 5, 4, chest stay still. 3, 2, and 1. One more set of those. Whew. Shoulders and single arm rows. Choose your option for shoulders. I like the seated one. Feel myself trying to cheat when I'm standing up. So when I'm sitting down, it's more noticeable. And I have to fix it. All right, here we go. Weights at shoulder level. Pull the belly button in, drop your shoulder blades down so chest is wide open. Let's go for 12, 11, 10. You want to fully extend those elbows, but not lock out at the top. Make your hands point in the direction that you need them to. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Single arm rows. Find the stability that you need, standing, kneeling, or supporting on a piece of furniture. Roll that shoulder back so that elbow now is right by your side, and let's pull for 12. It's almost like your shoulder blade is trying to get in towards the middle of your spine. That's what the muscles, that's the direction of the pull. For 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. Shoulder back, abs tight, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Whew. Upper back stretch right here and mid back stretch. And remember that stretch from the beginning. Bend your knees, roll over it, let your head hang. Take deep breaths. All right, roll it up. We are actually almost done. One more set and we're out of here. So you're going to grab your 2 weights. Now, if you do have a lighter set of weights, you might want to have them handy on this one because this is pretty much all arms and shoulders, so not really a lot of the big muscles. Okay, so the first exercise is an upright row and a curl. So for an upright row, your palms face your thighs. Chest is open. You're going to lift the weights to chest level and put them down, and then you're going to curl, keeping your elbows right under your shoulders. Okay, that's it. We've got 12. Let's go. Lift and curl. Be still. Elbows aren't going any higher than chest level. 3. Oh, how many did I say? I should have changed weights. Keep your wrists nice and flat on that curl. Halfway there. Drive those elbows up as the weights come to chest level. Woo. 4, 3, 2, last one. All right. Okay, so for the next one, again, you can use 2 weights, or you can use both hands on 1 weight, or you can switch to lighter weights if you need to. So the idea is overhead tricep extensions. Now you've got a couple of ways to get there. If your neck is feeling tense, I want you to lie down on either the floor or your bench with this one and do it from that direction. Otherwise, you can be standing or you can be seated. And again, you can have 1 weight or 2. So I'm going to show you with 1 and then we'll see if I pick up 2. So if you're standing up or you're seated, your elbows are slightly in front of your ears. You're going to drop the weight down by bending your elbows, not moving your elbows back, and then you're going to push it up. Now, if you're lying down, let me show you where this weight goes. It's not exactly the same. Your elbows are in a slightly different position. So whether you've got 1 weight or 2, you take those elbows are right over the shoulders now, and we drop the weight kind of down behind our forehead and extend up. So what you get from doing it lying down is basically support of the neck and upper back, okay? And you don't have to work as hard with your core. So just decide based on what you need, whether or not that's for you today. So I'm gonna do seated. I'm gonna try 2 weights, but sitting down. So I'm taking away the challenge of standing, but I'm gonna try to do 2 weights to really put the emphasis on the work here. Okay, so if I'm seated or I'm standing, my elbows are tucked in and they're facing forward. They're slightly in front of my ears so I can see them out my peripheral vision. If you've got 2 weights, you might want to have them touching each other just for stability. All right, drop down and press up. Woo, that's intense. Push. But if I could curl it, I should be able to extend it because there's 3 muscles on the back of my arm and only 2 muscles on the front, right? So I got to keep those ribs and hips stacked. And I got to keep the ribs from flaring. And I got to keep my chin from moving. It's a lot of things. Focus on the back of the arms. We've got 4 to go. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right. Yeah. Okay, back to the upright row and curl. I gotta keep fixing this faux ponytail I've got going on. I didn't get a big small enough ponytail holder. No, trouble. We've all got troubles, right? All right, upright row to curl. So put your kickstand on so you don't lean back. Roll your shoulders back. Palms face your thighs. Let's go. Up to chest. Curl. Notice when I curl, my elbows don't move away from the side of my body. Now, I'm not unnaturally pulling them in close and putting a lot of tension on the shoulder. I'm just not moving my elbows forward. I'm intentionally keeping them underneath my shoulders, which does require a little flex kind of underneath the armpits. 5, wrist nice and strong here. 4, 3, woo. 2, I might take the lying down option on the next one. Last one. All right, yes, I'm gonna take it lying down. So when you do this lying down, instead of tricep extensions, they're called skull crushers, which will happen if you don't get the weight behind your forehead, but I trust you guys. But if you hear that in the gym or you hear somebody say, oh, do skull crushers for triceps, you'll be like, I know what that is. Okay, So if you're standing or seated, remember your elbows are slightly forward of your ears and pointed forward. Whether if you're lying down, your elbows are right over your shoulders. Touch your weights together if you have two. Let's go. Bend and straighten. Now I will tell you, my weights are really big and clunky, so you can face your palms up if you've got two weights or one weight. But if you're lying down, you can turn your palms forward. Keep those shoulders back. Whatever you're doing, whether you're standing, you're seated, or you're lying down. 4 to go. Really focus on the back of the arms, lifting that weight. Last one. Woo. All right, we've got one more set and we are done. I like that word. I just know what's in between now and that word. Okay, last set. Upright rows to curls, shoulders back, abs tight, palms face, pull to chest level. So pull and pull, strong wrist, pull, pull. How flat can you keep your wrist on that curl? Really make your arm do the work. Don't worry about how high the weight goes. If your elbow is bending, your muscle is working. Four to go. 4. Just think it's all going to be worth it, right? By the end of this, we're going to have summer ready arms. 2 to go. We'll be ahead of the game. Last one. Whew. All right, this is it. Overhead tricep extensions or skull crushers. Standing, seated, or lying, choose where you want to be. You can have 2 hands on one weight if your muscles are tired, or you can have 2 weights touching each other for just a little bit of support in the middle. Okay, up. Touch, or lock those hands in on the end, or roll your wrists forward if you're lying down and you've got clunky weights. All right, here we go for 12. So 12, extend, bend, extend. Now your elbows are not moving back and forth. You're just bending and straightening. Relax your neck. Four to go. 4, 3, be still, hang in there. 2, 1. Oh. All right, that is all I planned to do to you guys. So give yourself a hug for a second. Just open up that mid back. You can do the same thing if you're standing by reaching forward. I'm losing my light. Hopefully you guys can still see pretty well. All right, let's go the other way now. Wrap the hands around the back, lift the chest and press the hands away. So you might have your hands clasped together and you're able to push your palms together to stretch your forearms, or you might hold on to your wrist and get a nice forearm stretch by bending both wrists and pressing down. Good, arms up. Take a little tricep stretch here. So bend one elbow like you're trying to touch the middle of your back. Other hand just lightly, very gently hooks onto that elbow and let the head rest back. Then let that shoulder blade drop down. Now, if you want a little more, try leaning away from it. Ooh, there's something. Good. Straighten that arm out. Bring it down with the palm up. Now bring it across. Drop your shoulder blade down. So you might feel that stretch depending on if you're tight across your shoulder blade. If not, it might just be a nice stretch down the deltoid. All right, other side. Breathe in, lift up, bend the elbow, find your spot for your hand back there. Gentle little, really just a hook right there. Now, let your head rest back. You're not pressing back. Let that shoulder blade drop and just hold there. Now, if you want to try it, lean into it. So just lean to the other side a little bit. Ooh, one side's a lot better than the other. Chest stays facing forward here. Good. Lift the arm up. Let it drop with the palm up. And then bring the hand across. Little stretch. Just keep that shoulder blade down because you're drawing it across your chest. All right, last but not least, both arms open, palms up. Now turn your palms and press them away like you're trying to touch the walls on either side of you with your palms. I feel like I Dream of Jeannie or something. Ding, ding. Middle finger pulling towards your forearm. You should feel a really nice stretch through your hands and into your forearm. And then last one, bring your hand forward, gently clasp the thumb and bend the elbow. Just drawing that thumb down. Don't overdo this here, this gentle. And let's switch. So gently clasp the thumb, bend the elbow, just a little hang right here. Sometimes we can build a lot of tension in our hands by holding on to weights. All right, big shoulder rolls. You guys did another one. All right, I will see you tomorrow for Friday intervals. If you have any suggestions before the intervals or for anything, let me know. I'd love to be able to put stuff in that you guys want to see. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.